Welcome to the SOP's PDR estimate video. So first, I just want to cover, we have calendar codes right here. All it is just to reference, for the most part, calendar code 1 would equal 1 hour, code 2 would equal 2 hours, and so on, until you get up to the 7 and above. And at the moment, we do not have the capability of having more than 360 minutes, which is a limit of 6 hours, to block off. So we do have our development team working on extending that at least to 8 hours, maybe even 12 hours. But either way, in the messaging to your customers, we do say that for these calendars that are a little bit over 6 hours, we do let them know that the allocated time may show less than how much time to expect the job to take. But anyways, you will need to memorize these calendar codes within the system, and we'll go over that in a minute. And specifically, it's using the number code in the correct field. For example, a 2-day job is going to be 2D. 1 week would be 1W, and you'll put that in the field in the contact profile for calendar code section. So now I just want to quickly go over, there's 3 typical ways a contact is going to be able to get a PDR estimate. So if you have a shop, this one applies that they do not need an appointment to stop on by and get a quick PDR estimate. That is in our messaging on our funnel pages for you. Or they're welcome to book a PDR estimate appointment to schedule their estimate appointment any day that works for them. Number 3, they have the ability to fill out one of our PDR estimate forms, submit a little bit of info, submit some pictures that will help you have an idea of the dent or dents that need to be repaired, and be able to give an estimate off of that. So for the number 1 and number 2 options, this is pretty much how it's going to go. They'll come in, you'll give them an estimate. Maybe you're using Mobile Tech RX, or maybe you are just looking at it and knowing how much you're going to charge by how long it might take you, and so on. So when you're done giving that estimate, you want to make sure that you go into their contact profile or create them a contact within your system. And at minimum, you want to make sure that you have the first name, the last name, the cell phone number, and the email address, and the year, make, and model of the vehicle. And then if you want, it's not needed, but if you want, you can put the estimate number from Mobile Tech RX in that field. I'll show you where that is in a minute. And then you're going to want to put in the estimate value in this PDR estimate value results field. I'll show you that in a minute. And also the calendar code and just a number. Like I said before, just a number right here. So you'll use one of these calendar codes depending on how long the job's going to take. And after you put in these 2 fields, variables, after you get all that, you'll want to scroll all the way down to the bottom and click on the green save button. And by doing that, after, at minimum, these 2 are in there, it'll kick out a text message with their estimate amount and a special calendar code link specifically for how long their job is going to be for them to book at their convenience. Obviously, if they did not want to book right then and there in the shop in person. Otherwise, almost the same thing for option number 3. You would get their information, take a look at it. If you need to contact them in conversations via text or email, or if you really want to call them, you're welcome to do that within the app as well. And you can request some more pictures or ask them for a little bit more detail if you needed it before you're able to give the estimate. But once you have the information that you need, or you might even need to tell them that you would like to see it in person and to come on by, so that's an option as well. But if you have all the information that you need and you're ready to give them a price, then all you need to do is put the estimate amount in that value field I'm about to show you, and the calendar code in that field as well. And again, scroll down to the bottom and you'll click on the save button, and that will send them the text message with their price and estimate and the calendar code. You'll also put them into a lead sales pipeline and put them into a stage where it is received, estimate, still deciding, which will kick out a campaign. It'll wait about 8 days and send them a message on text and email, checking in with them, and send them the calendar link again. And then it'll wait another 8 days. And after that, if they still haven't booked, it'll send them out one more text message and email, checking in with them and seeing if they're ready to book. So that's pretty much as far as that. And then let me just quickly go over to contacts. All right, so to add a new contact, come over to the contact tab over here, search their phone number first just to see if they're already in here. If they're not, then you click on this button right here and you'll add their name, their email address, their phone number, scroll down here, hit save, you can do the time zone. And then after that, you open up their profile, which will look something like this. And just make sure you have all their information, their name, their email, their phone number, and all that. Of course, you already did that. If they have submitted the PDR estimate form, then you should already have that information. And you'll want to scroll down till we get to PDR estimates. Since this is not open, go ahead and open it. And you probably won't have anything in here. This would be more for if you are using a third-party estimate app that has an estimate number and you want to just reference that in here, you definitely can. You just put that number in here. And this would be your PDR calendar code that you're going to give them. And then this would be the estimate value results that you want to send them. And obviously you make sure you have their year, make and model, color, and all that good stuff. And then if they filled out the form, you might have a few other details in here to look at. Pictures they submitted, you can go ahead and click on these and look at the pictures before you come up with a price. Once you do that, and I'm going to go ahead and change this to, let's say, 3, and we'll change this to, let's say, 8, just to make it a little changey. And then we're going to come all the way down, scroll down here to hit that green save button right here. And then as soon as you do that, it'll send them out a quick little text message that'll have their price and it'll have their calendar code and then link so that they can go ahead and book their appointment whenever they need to. Click on this, I'll show you real quick what it looks like. So then they can schedule their appointment and all that good stuff. It'll have your logo up here. So that's pretty much it.